Once again, Gary V is talking about the future of blockchain media social profile building, and it's blowing my mind.
And the big fear that I have, the biggest fear I have, which is why I've been very diligent about countering my own self, speaking to self-awareness, is I don't want to make people like me. I'm so petrified that people see me and want to do me. He, even in the way he's asking this question, has a level of charisma and showmanship and energy that I'm like, okay, he probably can do the vlog thing. But I won't, like kids, like nerdy, introverted. There is so many ways to win this game, to your point. Maybe you love math, so you should be more DR oriented and things like that. Maybe you love art. You should fall deeply in love with Facebook long form video because you're one video away from everything changing. So I think it's about self-awareness, brother. And I would also say a lot of people aren't self-aware. So my big thing is it goes back to patience. Try both. Good. 2019 and 20 is where you go crazy and try to be great at everything. And 2021 is the year that you decide after that, whichever one you like the best, you're going to discipline and go down on one. And by the way, we ebb and flow. There you are, D-Rock. We ebb and flow. I think we suck right now on Facebook. 15 months ago, we were destroying it. And I don't judge myself. Like when something like, as long.
So the way he's talking about this is kind of how I can see a personal, like a blockchain profile media thing going. Exactly the same way that Gary is trying to set up his platforms to distribute his content through a means that is either more video centric or text or visual, whatever it happens to be. He's trying to dominate that space. And I see the future digital app stores are selling you, people are advertising themselves and their experiences and their tools that they've learned how to, write a commercial about themselves using video. And so they show people that, don't know how to do YouTube that well, or long form, what do you say, Facebook videos. So then you find the people that know how to do that, and they say, hey, out of the information I have in my, out of all the information I've recorded, if you make an ad for me that helps me do, that helps me promote my content on this platform, I'll pay you. That's just an idea or a thought that's going through my head.
It's a net positive. Heck, if nothing's working, it's kind of interesting to me, and I'm like, oh fuck, so I would say that. For 2 years, my podcast was a piece of shit, then I refigured it, came up with the audio experience instead of Ask Gary V, and it went, right? Instagram I wasn't doing my thing, then I decided to get serious, and it started becoming a thing. YouTube this,
He's just building his personal brand.
And you have to know why you're doing things. Let me explain. D-Rock is devastated that our YouTube isn't better. Daily V is probably declined in viewership, not grown in the last year. I'm pumped because the singular reason I'm doing Daily V is to put all this shit on the record. Do you know
I like that.
This video is to watch in 29 years?
This is where shit is going to be ridiculous. Because imagine, someone being able to look back 10 years from now, they'll be able to look back 20 years and figure out what Gary V was thinking. Imagine being around that time and interacting with him on social media and getting digital likes from him on what you were posting. Now, fast forward 20 years, imagine being able to exchange those tokens for Gary V, personal video face chat time, whatever smart contract he's set up for the token that you have. That's what you get. That's investing your attention into someone and then it paying off later, because now if you're dusted off your Gary V, smart contracts from 20 years ago, you dust those off, you can either sell them, and there'll be an open market for this, or you can go, not renew them, go claim your thing, give them to Gary, and Gary gives you your 20 minutes. And then Gary in turn gives those to someone else, or he sells them to fund, his enterprise, whatever he's doing. So it's a very interesting way of fundraising that costs nothing, but is value later, so long as your brand has created the value. If that makes sense, sort of, maybe, I hope.
Yo, you were super right about this. How about me on that one? But you know what I mean? Like, look, after living what I lived from 95 to 2007, I was like, fuck, I was right about a lot of shit, and also a lot of cool things. Like, do you know how cool it would have been to have the video of me speaking to Facebook back in the day when the whole company was 300 people? That's just fun for my kids. That's just fun for me. Like, you know how people like looking at pictures? How about having 38 minutes of your everyday?
That's why I do this.
There's a lot of other reasons to do a vlog.
That's so cool.
That have nothing to do with more visitors to our businesses. Your great-great-grandkids are gonna watch it. And I'll be like, oh, I have his nose. Like, it's fucking cool. Like, this is special.
You probably need some kind of AI to process, like, big data just to get all the...
I was literally...
Well, there's a lot of noise.
Literally just texting that. Oh no. Or, look at this. Crap. Basically, can an AI do this with words? Now let me finish it. Can AI do this with words when it watches a video at 5x speed? Basically, like if yellow was the word succulent, pink was the word Google, and white was the word arabesque, could I look at 30 years of my blog videos and find the 20 seconds in front of it and the 20 seconds after it? That's what's going through my mind right now.
If it's your grandmother, you want that noise. Got it? Like, for you, you want it. Like, if I told you right now, hey, weird, I've got a vlog of your grandmother when she was from 20 to 30 every minute. You watch it every fucking second. I may not watch every second of your grandma, but you are, right? And so you do certain things for different reasons. I've got a whole nother thing. I put my IP, me as a human, into a trust with no value attached to it. For my kids, I think it's going to be the biggest financial thing I leave them. I believe that in 53 years, there's somebody actually sitting in that couch right now during this exact session, feels like they're here right now with us, sitting right there with the advancement of VR, and they paid my family's trust $800 to be sitting there.
What you're actually talking about is there's a process, there's scientists, a serious point here. I made a documentary about big data in 2016, and one of the people I interviewed was this scientist who's basically been recording himself every few seconds for the past 15 years, and it's called live logging. And his reason for doing that is he can then call up, say, like, what was that wine I had on that holiday in Sicily and stuff.
I need to find.
The reason that they're creating all of these memories is so that they can eventually use them.
Hold on a second.
We're living much longer, and if you, for example, have Alzheimer's, it can be a way of actually trying to reconfigure your brain so that you can actually tap into those memories. So there is so much potential of where this could go.
I have every word that I've spoken on every video
That is
of
nuts.
every one of these vlogs for the last 3 years, transcribed and searchable. You want to know what my thoughts on Snapchat have been for the last 4.5 years straight? Here you go. I mean, it's, and people think of it as like being a charlatan or self-absorbed. Like,
Dude, it's fucking history.
People are short-term thinkers. I'm playing chess out here, and I think people are playing checkers.
Yeah,
That's just
I'm James Gary, nice to meet you. I'm marketing director of a fostering agency. I ate for 9 years in business, in fashion, events. Got an opportunity in November to join the fostering world. Looked at the industry, knew I was going to revolutionise it. Got to a point now where the impact is greater than what I ever imagined. Recently did analysis on our video campaign compared to our 6 competitors that got great videos, and we smashed them by an additional 25%. So I've got one of our directors visiting next week, and I'm going to be telling him
that'll be the end of this one. But yeah, he basically, and it's kind of weird because I kind of had an idea that this is what I wanted to do, because based off of what I had seen of his work up until now, it kind of looked like he was doing. And the more and more I thought about it, the more I was like, oh, that would be cool if, 20, 30 years from now, one of my kids or someone could go back and look and figure out what I was thinking. And just thinking that, because for a while I was thinking, what if we could do that with Gary with the Facebook thing? What if you could do that with Jeff Bezos? What if you could do that with anyone? So the more people that start recording themselves now, the more information we'll have later. I don't know. That's just my ideas. See ya.